Hi guys, Nathan Middle Down Under here. Time for a weekend update. Haven't done one in a few weeks. Just been lazy, and yeah, I've got. I had a lot of stuff come in the door recently. A lot of female-fronted stuff, and I'll be showing a couple of them on this video and others in future videos. So yeah, I'll get straight on with it. What's playing in the background today? We have a bit of New Zealand metal, band Hades, Drudge. Saw these guys live last year, the year before. I think it might have been earlier last year. Yeah, great band. I'd never heard of them before. They were supporting another act I went to see. Saw them in the capital city here in New Zealand. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed this band. I got to meet them and they signed the CD for me. Really good musicians. This guy here looks like a big dude, and it's sort of guy that you're walking down the street, you might even cross the road, but he is such a down-to-earth, friendly guy, and I was chatting to him for quite some time. He is the guitarist in the band, but yeah, really good stuff. Had to support them and pick up their CD, so hope you enjoy a bit of Hades Drudge. The name of the album is On Your Knees. It doesn't have a year on it. Yeah, not sure, but yeah, last couple of years anyway, but yeah, good stuff. Check them out. So, first I'm going to show. Now, I had no idea this was coming, and to be honest, I don't even know who sent it to me. All I know is it came from California in the States, but there was no sender's address. So if anybody out there knows who sent this to me, or if you sent this to me, let me know, because I want to thank you. But it's a signed poster. As you guys know, I love my signed stuff. Yeah, and somebody sent me this signed poster from the band Stitched Up Heart, which I thought was absolutely fabulous. A big fan of this band. Mixie, great vocalist, as is the rest of the band. Yeah, so super stoked to have this. But as I said, no idea who sent it to me. So whoever did, thank you very much if you're watching this. But yeah. Yeah, it came from I think it might have been Revolver. From Revolver, and this is number 47 out of 100. So yeah, very happy to have that. No doubt I'll be putting that in a frame. I don't know where to put it in this particular room, but one day, hopefully I'll have a space for it. So yeah, thanks again. Who sent that to me. Now I'm going to show a couple of t-shirts, well, 4 t-shirts I've gotten recently. First one is by a band that I like. It is the band Cobra Spell. This is the picture, the artwork from their debut EP, Love Venom, which I still don't own, but I have the t-shirt. Yeah, the album, the CD sold out on their website. And I had actually ordered it, but for some reason there'd been a bit of a mix-up and they didn't have any copies, so they sent me the t-shirt instead. They did offer my money back, but I wanted to support the band, so I picked up the t-shirt. Just plain on the back, but yeah, very happy to have my first Cobra Spell t-shirt. And I got this for Christmas from my wife. Iron Maidens, The Trooper, fantastic artwork of Eddie there. And then on the back, it's got this, and I'll be wearing this proudly when I am in Germany to see Iron Maiden later in the year. But yeah, really good stuff. Thanks to my wife. Now, 2 weekends ago, I went to see Arch Enemy live in concert. As you know, I'm a huge fan of Arch Enemy and Alyssa, the vocalist, especially. And I went up to Auckland with my son. We had to go a day earlier because we were flying up there, and there was a big cyclone coming into the country. A lot of damage done. But we actually got stuck in Auckland for 4 days before we could fly back. But the main thing is the concert went ahead as it was indoors. The promoters actually wanted to cancel the concert, but the band were actually in the country and they said, stuff it, we're playing anyway, which they did, and they put on an absolute killer set. And to be honest, I've seen a lot of great bands over the years, but Arch Enemy just took the cake. Absolutely amazing, best show I've ever been to date. And yeah, so stoked I finally got to see Alyssa live. Been a fan since 2007, and the first time seeing her live, and Arch Enemy of course. But I actually, for me and my son, I made our own t-shirts to wear at the concert, and he's a massive Alyssa fan as well. And yeah, had a great time, and here's the shirt I made for myself. Got a really cool live shot of Alyssa there, and then on the back we have the tour shirt, Arch Enemy New Zealand Tour 2023, Saturday, February 12th in Auckland at the Power Station, which is a really good venue. So yeah, and my son had the same one on the back, but he had a different photo of Alyssa. So yeah, I actually got a couple of comments on our shirts as well, which was awesome. But then at the show, of course, I had to pick up some merch, and I picked up the Deceivers shirt. Then on the back we've got the tour dates for New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, very happy with the show. They're now currently playing in Japan, and I'd love to go there and see them over there, but yeah, unfortunately I can't. So that's those. Now on to some CDs. First one, I've actually seen this band shown a couple of times over the years in the VC, but this is the first album ever owned by them. The band is Goddess of Desire. Now, it was the album art that made me pick it up. They are I'm pretty sure they're either from the Netherlands or Norway, I can't remember, but they're sort of like a satanic heavy metal band. But there's the back there, different. There's elements of all sorts of metal in here, but yeah, I do enjoy it. This came out on Metal Blade Records in 1999, so it's definitely more your satanic worship, as you can tell from the pentagram star there. There's a small picture of the band. Certainly not for everybody, but I do enjoy it. So yeah, not much to the booklet, but yeah, very happy to have my first Goddess of Desire CD. It's called Symbol of Triumph. Love the cover art. Next one, a female fronted metal band or hard rock band from melodic metal band from Finland. We have Crimson Sun, and the album is Fates. Came out in 2020. Not sure if this is self-released or not. It hasn't got anything on here, but I picked this up directly from the band off their Bandcamp, I believe, or off their main website. I can't remember. I had it for a little while now. I hadn't got around to showing it. And on the inside, we just have your standard lyrics. No band shots. But yeah, thoroughly good melodic metal, female fronted from Crimson Sun. So check them out if you've never heard them. One more CD, another female fronted band here, or it's all female. That is the band Lonesome Blue. Fantastic stuff. Now if you like Love Bites, you'll definitely love Lonesome Blue. Not quite as frantic and fast paced as Love Bites, but very talented ladies. All the Same. This is their first full length anyway. I think they might have had an EP before this. Don't quote me on that, but it came with a Obi strip. I got this directly from Japan, so it wasn't cheap, but very, very happy to have it. 4-piece band. There's the back. Came out in 2022, right at the end, on Victor Entertainment. Great Japanese bands coming from Victor. There's the inside, and we just have band shots, individual photos of each band member, and obviously the lyrics. But yeah, really good stuff. Lonesome Blue. I know Market Wandering Souls. Did a review of one of their songs. Really liked it. But I already had the album at the time he did that. It was the first time he heard it. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy a bit of Lonesome Blue, and it is called Second to None. So that's all the CDs out of the way. Now on to a few records. Now I actually already have this album, but I picked up a deluxe version of it. The album is Arch Enemy Deceivers. I originally picked up the glow in the dark version, but this came up, so I had to get it, and that is the hard book Deceivers version, obviously on Century Media. There was 7,000 copies made, and I have number 4070, and this is what you get. All this in it. So when you open it up, comes with the CD, and you have one vinyl record in there. And then you have the lyrics, photographs, a bit of a write-up about stuff, and you have pictures of each band member. Of course, I'll show you this one. We have Alyssa there. And of course you have Mr. Jeff Loomis, formerly of the band Nevermore, who's been on the album with Arch Enemy for 3 albums now. Pretty much joined at the same time as Alyssa did. And then we have in the middle, full band shot with Michael there. He created this band, formerly from Carcass, many years ago now, and it came with 2 vinyl. Also came with a thing there. I'd love to get that signed one day and put that in a frame. One album came out on like a green, like swirly colour. But on with this particular version, you get a bonus vinyl with 2 additional songs. They're both covers. Songs you get the bonus 12-inch Into the Pit and Diamond Dreamer. And obviously Into the Pit is by a cover from Fight, and Diamond Dreamer, can't quite remember who that's originally done by, but it's a song I hadn't heard before. But she does some clean vocals on that, and yeah, absolutely brilliant song. But this is a really cool vinyl. It's a picture disc, so on one side fold up the right way. You get the Arch Enemy dogs, and then on the back you have this. Now you need to put it on the turntable and spin it under a certain light, and it looks like the video clip is actually playing. you might be able to see all the different pictures, and yeah, as it spins it looks like the video, but I actually haven't managed to get it to work proper yet, as I haven't got the right lighting set up, but I hope to. I've watched it on a guy spinning it on YouTube here, and yeah, it really looked cool. You just sit there and sort of like watch it spin. So yeah, very, very happy to have the deluxe version of Deceivers with extra goodies and including the CD, which I didn't already have. So yep, very, very happy to have that. But also got this. Oops. A photography book on Alyssa White Glaz, obviously a singer of Arch Enemy, done by Tim Tronco, if that's how you pronounce it, not sure. But it's all mainly black and white photographs of Alyssa. Let's show you a few of them. Really well done photography. There's a couple of colour photographs in here. You have these ones. So, being a fan of Alyssa, when I came across this, I had to grab a copy. And they've actually done. He's actually done one of Charlotte Vessels of Delane, and there's about a new one about to come out too with Taja from ex Nightwish. So yeah, cool book to stick with my Arch Enemy stuff on Alyssa. Also got this. Very, very stoked to have this. It's a signed photograph from Alyssa, from one of the artwork pictures in the book, and yeah, very, very happy to have a signed photograph from Alyssa. So yeah, I've actually got a few more Arch Enemy and Alyssa orientated things to show in a future update that I'm really looking forward to showing you guys. But yeah, I'll show them in another video. Now let's carry on. I've got 4 more records to show. Brand new album from Memoriam, Rise to Power, limited Reaper edition purple vinyl. Fantastic modern death metal, melodic death metal from England, the UK. Very, if you're just getting into death metal, this would be a great band to start on. I discovered this band through Mr. Scott Waters on one of his videos a number of years ago now, when he showed their last album. I'd never heard of them before that, but yeah, still didn't own that particular album, but I picked up this one after hearing a few clips on YouTube. But really, really nice purple coloured vinyl there, so it goes with the cover. Here's the guys on the back, and obviously Reaper Entertainment 2023 release. It must be, because it only just came out. So yeah, very talented bunch of lads here, and really cool cover art there. And it comes with this. Came with a big poster of the album art, and on the other side you have the lyrics. So very happy to have my first Memoriam album. To be honest, I don't know much about them, apart from the last 2 albums they've put out. What they've done before that, I am not sure. Something more I need to delve into. But yeah, very, very happy to have my first Memoriam on vinyl. Next one, an OG I found here in New Zealand of a classic album. We have Craft, Second Honeymoon. Was unfamiliar with this band back when they were around. Whether they're still around, I'm not sure. But when I first started collecting vinyl again, we had a second-hand shop which sold books, CDs, and a vinyl. And I discovered their first album on vinyl. I didn't pick it up because I didn't know who they were, but I should have done because I can't find it anymore anywhere. But this album came out on BMG RCA in 1988. Obviously weren't big here in New Zealand at the time, but yeah, really good hard rock, 80s inspired hard rock. And I said this is an OG, it's a UK edition. And here we have the sleeve and we have lyrics. Yep, don't know much about the band. All I know is I like their music. I think they're from Germany. I might be wrong, I didn't look it up. But yeah, very, very happy to have Craft and Second Honeymoon. Really good, enjoyable AOR hard rock album from the late 80s. And it just came out on, not the way they pull it out, your standard black wax. Very, very thin, as the albums were back in the day. I actually find that the thinner albums don't seem to warp the same. I find the newer stuff I'm getting on 180 gram comes warped, but none of this older stuff is. Just obviously made better. Next one, we have one of my favourite New York hardcore bands, slowly picking up their catalogue, and we have Madball, the album Legacy. Madball Legacy, first ever vinyl pressing in North America, the world I believe. Blue, silver, white, limited to 1,100 copies, and this is retail exclusive. But yeah, very, very happy. This album sounds absolutely kick-ass. These guys never disappoint in my book. Love to see these guys live. I know they're still out and about today. This one came out, not sure exactly what year it came out, but see on there? No, it doesn't say. Might say on the inner. Very, very small writing. No, it doesn't appear to say on there either, but we have lots of pictures of the band. I'm actually heading to New York City at the end of August this year, and it would be awesome if these guys just happened to be playing while I was there. But yeah, love my New York hardcore, so yeah, slowly picking up their catalogue, and this came out on a really cool blue and silver swirl. So yeah, I definitely want to pick up more Madball. I've had a number on CD over the years, but trying to find everything on vinyl now. They can be pretty expensive, especially the first two albums, but you can definitely get them. I'm just not willing to pay the price for them, but this was a good price. So Madball Legacy, I think it came out, no, I can't say actually. I'm going to say 2009, between 2009 and 2015 maybe. But yeah, good album from Madball. If you like the New York hardcore, check them out. And the last one, we have Lacuna Coil and Commonlies 2. Now, this is a remake album of their 2002 album Commonlies, 20th anniversary version of the anthem-laden millennial classic, an entirely new version of Commonlies, deconstructed, remade, re-recorded and transported into the year 2022, plus the original album version as bonus. Both albums version on 180 gram vinyl and CD. So a great set, and I didn't pay that much for it. I pre-ordered it. So what you get. What I will say is Commonly's was the first album I ever heard from the band back in the day, and it will and always be my favourite album from the band, and I do much prefer the original to the remake, but here is the original, and that's what the album looked like from the original version. If you don't know who they are, they're an Italian gothic metal band, female fronted by Christina Scabia, a fantastic ambassador of anything heavy metal, and here's the other version on the CD, and then we have the remake version just on your black wax, and then you have the original version. So it's cool to have both. I already had it on CD, but have it on vinyl, awesome. It came out on Century Media last year, obviously. That's gatefold. There's the band there with credits. Now, this Lacuna Coil was one of the first bands I discovered in the female fronted metal. Of course, before that there'd been Evanescence, there'd been the bands of the 80s, Doro, Lita Ford, Vixen, that kind of thing. But of the later stuff from the 2000s, Lacuna Coil was one of the first, along with Nightwish, Epica, and Within Temptation. And then you have some more photography. This is what the band looked like back in 2002. And that's the artwork from the original album. So yeah, very, very happy to have this, but I will say you can't beat the original version. So that's my update for now. I've got a shit ton more to show you guys. CD, vinyl, coming up in future updates. If you like your female fronted metal, I've got plenty of that to show as well. So thanks guys for sticking around with me for 27 minutes, and I'll spot you guys very, very soon. Bye for now.